Rocco Varma is a real estate developer. He's been instrumental in helping the JSDD expand our residential program. He recently developed a multifamily project in West Orange, and he's providing apartments to the organization. And that is why we're honoring Rocco Varma this evening.
I met Rocco over 20 years ago. We leased and managed a shopping center in Delaware, and there was a liquor store there that was not doing well. And Rocco and a partner of his bought the business, and they turned the business around and made it very successful. And from there, he's grown, and now he's doing residential real estate development, and he's recently developed an apartment complex not too far from here in West Orange.
And so I still remember the first time I met him. We have kids of similar ages. We were at the, I think it was the first summer we moved in. Livingston has this sort of family event in the Oval. And I met Rocco for the first time there. And Nisha, his wife, and Nina, my wife, said, "You guys have to meet each other. You're like the same person." And so we met each other. We spent some time, and we've made some great memories over 7 years. I only know him for 7 years, but it feels like, gosh, I know him for much longer than that.
Rocco Varma is my husband. We've been married for 13 years, and we've worked together, and here we are.
Rocco and I met several years ago through a mutual client, and Rocco engaged my firm, I'm an architect, to design a building for him. We became friendly during that process, and when I learned that in addition to the building I was designing, he developed multifamily housing, I told him about the JSDD story.
Matt Jarmel, our board member, brought Rocco in to meet me to talk about how we might collaborate on affordable housing for our residents. From the moment I met Rocco, there was this warmth that exuded from him. He's just a genuine guy who was so interested in what we do here at JSDD, and was intrigued, really, by the thought of being able to collaborate with us, being able to provide affordable housing for men and women with developmental disabilities. It just keeps coming up. He kept saying, well, this is a win-win, you know, and it came from his heart. I mean, clearly he had a feeling for this. It came up much later after I'd met him a few times and had several conversations with him. And I think we had already signed a contract to rent these apartments from him. It came up that he had his own family member with a developmental disability, but that didn't come up in any of our previous conversations. But he just was so genuine about wanting to do this because it was the right thing to do.
JSDD organization resonated immediately for me. My own Mamaji, which is my mother's younger brother, he actually is fortunately still around and is suffering from very similar to what the patrons here experience. He's in India. Fortunately, we have the ability and the manpower to support him and provide for him in India and have that care. And he was always brought up in a loving, caring, nurturing environment. And to actually see that replicated here in my own town in close vicinity, really what brings me closer to this organization, because it is close to our heart. It's something very, growing up, I took it for granted because it was available for my Mamaji, but today it is, not everybody's as fortunate.
We both come from an Indian background, and with that comes a very strong, I would say, want for our children to grow up with the right values and to be educated and to help the community and the people around us in any way we can. Those values are deeply instilled. So when you get an opportunity to apply that at any point in your life, it's very easy to look for the right people to team up with and to do that for and with. And also coming from a background where Rocco is into developing different areas and properties, and I come from a background of designing and making people feel beautiful in their spaces and happy and harmonious. I think the two of us together have really made it a team effort to make sure that we give back as much as we can, and we hope to continue to do that over the years.
We are in caring, providing, and nurturing environment business. And what resonated here is that JSDD does the same, but for people that need something more. And we, unfortunately, are just not equipped to do that as a school or as a child care facility for individuals that need that special care and attention. But JSDD being able to deliver that to these individuals when they become adults is very comforting to know that there is a place for these individuals. I don't really care for my name or our organization to be echoed. I think if I was to leave something behind, it would be for my son to know that he should be the same way when he grows up and be able to give, provide, and have the ability to do that for others.
Rocco, congratulations on this high honor. Thank you for allowing me to introduce you to JSDD and believing in our mission and helping us provide housing for adults with special needs.
I actually was doing some research, getting ready for today's interview, and I came across a blog online by Honoree of the Northern Virginia Jewish Community Center, which summarizes why we are honoring Rocco tonight. And I'd like to read it to the camera and to the audience tonight. It's called, "Now is the time for Gimalut Chasadim." Quote, "What you do today makes a difference. I know I may not eradicate the problem at hand, but I do try to make an impact. Why do I do it? For me, it's simply because it's the right thing to do." Unquote.
Rocco, it's a privilege to be here and talk about you and the great things you're doing with JSDD and the projects you've done. We're all really proud of you. I know I can speak for all of our friends and say that this is very well deserved. And watching you, extend your success to the community, I think is something that we all sort of share pride in. So congratulations again and well earned.
Hi, Rocco. It's your wife, Nisha, and I am so proud of you. I've seen you put in your heart into this project, and I couldn't be more proud when I look back and see how far you have come, but more importantly, how you decided to be part of a community that is so valuable and in helping people and to foster the growth of the community and the environment and the town itself. So thank you for being you. I have no doubt that you're going to continue to be successful in everything that you do, and I look forward to all the upcoming projects together. Good luck, and I see you soon.